Shopping the perimeter refers to the strategy of focusing your grocery shopping on the outer edges of the store. Many supermarkets have fresh whole foods around the perimeter, like produce, dairy, and meat. By shopping the perimeter, you're more likely to fill your cart with healthier and less processed foods. The interior aisles of the grocery store are more likely to contain ultra-processed packaged foods, which are generally higher in added sugars, sodium, and unhealthy fats. While there are still healthy options available in center aisles of the grocery store, shopping the perimeter can encourage healthier eating habits by prioritizing fresh and nutrient-dense foods. The produce area is often found at the front of grocery stores. Here you will find fresh fruits and vegetables and fresh herbs and spices as well. This is also generally the area where you will find meat and dairy alternatives, so non-dairy cheese is generally available in the refrigerated produce sections. This is also where you can find fresh fermented foods such as kimchi and sauerkraut. This is also where you can find refrigerated plant-based protein sources such as tofu and tempeh. The produce section often contains a mixture of local produce and imported produce. Local produce is both nutritious and more flavorful because fruit and vegetables are allowed to ripen naturally on the vine and to be picked at peak freshness. Local produce can often be less expensive, especially when bought in bulk, because you're not paying for the transportation fees that are built into the price of imported produce. Many stores also offer organic options and the option to buy pre-cut and pre-washed selections of fruit and vegetables, which can be both convenient for time and for those with mobility issues. The meat portion of the perimeter has many options, including beef, pork, poultry, and seafood. It is ideal to prioritize lean cuts of meat. Fattier cuts of meat are higher in saturated fat, which is linked with an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Lean cuts of beef include tenderloin, sirloin, flank steak, and 93% lean ground beef. And lean pork cuts include tenderloin and loin chops. Lean cuts of poultry include parts like chicken and turkey breast, and ground poultry that can be used to replace ground beef in recipes. Fish and seafood are also a great option for meat-based protein sources. Fatty fish, such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids are associated with a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Other lean fish options include cod, tilapia, and flounder. You may find that the meat section also contains breakfast and deli meats. Ideally, these are to be avoided most of the time because they are processed and contain high levels of sodium, unhealthy fats, and added sugars. Next on the perimeter is the dairy section, which contains cheese and other dairy products like yogurt. Unsweetened Greek yogurt is a good source of both calcium and protein. Plain Greek yogurt and cottage cheese that can be found in this section are versatile ingredients that can be used to boost protein and calcium content in many different dishes. The number of dairy-free alternatives continue to increase and improve in this section as well. Another perimeter shopping staple is the egg and dairy section. The dairy case will contain cow's milk and other alternative milk sources such as soy milk, oat milk, and almond milk. Keep in mind that non-dairy or alternative milks are often hidden sources of added sugars. Make sure to check the food label when selecting a milk choice that's right for you. While the majority of a healthy, balanced diet can be met by shopping the perimeter of the store in the produce, meat, and dairy section, it is important to note that there are healthy options in the interior aisles of the store. The nuts and seeds section is often included near snacks. Nuts and seeds are a fantastic source of proteins, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. The cooking and canned good aisles also contain olive oil, canned beans, other canned vegetables, and dried beans in bulk. This is also usually where bulk dried versions of whole grains can be located, such as brown rice and quinoa. It is cheaper to buy whole grains and beans in bulk and cook them yourself instead of buying canned or packaged pre-cooked options. Canned goods aisles also generally contain a wide selection of canned or tinned fish. Canned or tinned fish is a great alternative to fresh seafood, and it is still a way to make sure that you can get omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, and protein in a way that is potentially more convenient and cheaper than fresh seafood alternatives. You are now prepared to shop the perimeter to build and maintain a healthy, unprocessed diet.